Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Bucs, all that and more, coming up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff, and this should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bills have been a team trending upwards the last few years. They did take a couple of devastating losses to KC in the playoffs the last 2 seasons, but here they are seeking that elusive first ever Super Bowl title.
And remember the history of this franchise, partner. They had been there 4 times in the 90s. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, 28 without a victory. Somewhere, their quarterback, Jim Kelly, their runner, Thurman Thomas, their head coach, Marv Levy, they have to be smiling watching this team go for their first Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On the counter, this is Singletary. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Allen now looks to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jake Camarda now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Allen again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BJ, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Always always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Brady now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 29 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here in this Super Bowl. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points in the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Ryan Succopon for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers
receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's Singletary. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Singletary again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2 scoring. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.